Well, the Sun Sox are getting all geared up, but we already have a holdout.
Yeah,
you know, everything that happened last year was a first for the Senior League, but it took them a whole year to get the first holdout. And what do you know? Happens in Fort Myers. Senior League batting champ Tim Ireland has become the first of the Fort Myers Sun Sox to say, hey, pay me or trade me. The Sox opened training camp Saturday, and Ireland told me today, hey, I'm not going to be there. It just comes down to money. Ireland hit .374 in the first senior season last year, but he says the Sox are offering him less to play this year. Ireland said today, quote, they think just because I love the game and I hustle that I'll play for nothing. Well, the Sox haven't ruled out trading their second baseman. If they can, they'd like to avoid it.
My first preference would be to have Timmy out playing second base for us. Did a great job for us both on the field and off the field last year, and we'd love to have him back.
Yeah, but right now it doesn't look like that's going to happen. In losing Ireland, the Sox lose not only their most valuable player of last season, but a scrappy, inspirational leader.
Well, he did an outstanding job. You know, he led the league in hitting, and plus brought a lot to this club. Just one of those things where, you know, Timmy lives in Arizona. Probably would rather play there than here, and we just couldn't work out the dollars and cents for him to come out here.
Now, 37-year-old Rafael Landistoi looks to be the front-runner to take over at second base for the Sox. Training camp opens Saturday morning at Terry Park, and more than 40 ex-big leaguers will be on hand to get things going. Well, after the Major League regular season and the postseason comes the awards season, and today the first of the hardware went to Jeff Torborg of the White Sox, who was named the American League's Manager of the Year for 1990. Chicago was the surprise team of the majors this year. They won 94 games and challenged the A's for the Western Division title for almost the whole summer. Well, President Bush didn't mind the Reds taking over the White House today, at least not these Reds. Cincinnati's world champs paid the nation's #1 baseball fan a visit this afternoon. Now, you know, Bush's son owns the Texas Rangers. I think it could be a few years before George Jr.'s team makes it to the White House to see George Sr. Well, this week's prep football action will be a split schedule. Some of the teams are playing on Friday afternoon, some on Saturday afternoon, all because of the encephalitis threat. Here's a look at the complete schedule for this week so you can see where your team plays. Clewiston, ranked #1 in the Wink TV Top 10, hosts Fort Pierce Central Friday afternoon at 3:30. Also on Friday, this is a big one, LaBelle at #2 Bishop Borough. The winner will take home the District 7 title in Class 2A and go to the state playoffs. Fourth-ranked Fort Myers is at Cape Coral at 2:30 in the afternoon, and it'll be Moorhaven traveling to Melbourne to play Central Catholic High at 4 o'clock. It's Riverdale at Estero at 2:30, and also Friday at 2:30, Lely is at North. Now, Saturday's big matchup could decide the District 12 champ. #7 Barron Colliers at #3 Charlotte. The third-ranked Tarpons will win the district if they beat BC. Lemon Bay travels to Lake Placid for a 1 o'clock start. Naples will be at Mariner at 3, and Sarasota Cardinal Mooney is at Port Charlotte at 2 on Saturday. Well, it's no trick. Dolphin fans have been treated quite a season so far, and you know, Halloween is not half as scary as the Miami defense has been to opposing teams through the first half of the year. Sunday's win over the Colts, more of the same, with the Finns defense just abusing Indy with interceptions and sacks and relentless pursuit. Miami's still unbeaten in the division. They haven't turned that trick since '84. That's the last time they went to the Super Bowl. And winning division games is the key to getting back in the playoffs.
2 years ago, we were 0-8, and then last year we went to 4-4, and there were a couple of other games that we thought that we should have won, but we didn't. We were 4-4 and not in the playoffs. And in order to get there, you got to beat teams that are in the division, and we do have a good start right now, but we also know it's important to keep going.
Florida State has to keep going, too. Despite the fact the Seminoles are out of the national championship picture, even though the Tribe is 5-2 and ranked #12 in the nation, Bobby Bowden's worried more about the 2 that got away than the 5 that didn't. Those losses to Miami and Auburn that followed FSU's 4-0 start have the Chief Seminole thinking the rest of the schedule will determine where his team goes bowling.
You're hoping to get at least one of them. Hoping to get one of them. Didn't get either one of them. Well, now we're playing people that we are as good or better than. And so now it's a matter of going out and play the best you can play and get your wins.
Because Bowl Day is coming up pretty soon. The Seminoles are hoping to get to a New Year's Day Bowl, but it looks like it's going to be Virginia against somebody for the national championship. Maybe Nebraska in the Orange Bowl, maybe somebody in the Citrus Bowl. You have to see about these things.
Okay.
Big money will determine where it goes.
Can't wait. She's been taking notes on all this bowl selection.
We're going to quiz you because you're so good on the World Series. I'm going to have you pick all the bowl games, and then I'm going to go. That's how I'm going to make my money this year. My Christmas bonus.
Thanks, Ken.